Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by McDonald Bullion, and for today's video we're going to be taking a look and a review at the Sigma Metallics original precious metal verifier. I have one here that was sent very kindly by Trusti Metrix for me to make this video, so a big thank you to them. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments, so if you want to purchase a machine from them, if you're within the UK, then you can do so by going through that link. So the first thing you're going to do is press the power button, and the power button will start it up. It will say Precious Metal Verifier 2.0, and it says remove sample, push, run cal. So the first thing that you do is run the cal, and it will recalibrate the machine. You've got different options here. If I bring it up to the camera, you've got gold pure, 3/9 fine. You can toggle through and you can see 91.7, 22 carat. That's likely going to be the 22 carat gold pieces that you have that you can test on this machine as well. 90%, American Eagles, Krugerrands, 98.6%, Gold Britannias, 1990 to 2012. In addition, if that's the incorrect setting, you can literally just go down and see 4/9 fine silver, toggle across, 3/9 fine, sterling silver, pre-1900 US silver, pre-1945 US silver, coins in 1960 at 90%, 96% Britannias, and 80% Canadian. The minimum this will cater for is 80%. For now, we just have up to 80. You've also got a really useful function if you are a really serious precious metal stacker. You've got platinum here, palladium, rhodium, copper, and you've got the calibrator there as well, which you can use to calibrate the machine. And bullion silver as well, 4/9 fine, 4/9 fine gold, platinum, palladium as well. So those are the options. If you go down, you can just see there's empty, cancel, and you can't go down any further. So you literally just toggle through them, see which one applies for you, and you just toggle across and scan it. So an example I'm going to give on this machine. So we're just going to say, I haven't got any gold to do for today, but we're going to say we're going to go on silver, and we're just going to get a random silver coin. Let's say this silver maple leaf, which is 4/9 fine. You've got 4/9 fine here, which is on the machine there, and you just press the run cal. It says place the sample. You place the sample on there, and it tells you just in there, it's in between the brackets, as you can see just there. Something that you need to bear in mind as well, if you are testing for silver, just make sure it's on the correct setting. And this is really good for just testing and just flicking through and just placing the sample in the brackets there. And you just go through your silver pieces. You can do it as I'm doing inside the capsule. It's not a problem. And that's the really good thing about this machine. So you can just place it, just carry on going, and just make sure that it's all silver. So you can really test many coins by doing this. It's going to be up to 1 ounce coin. So if you've got large bars and things like that, if you've got large, let's say 10-ounce bars, 1 kilo bars, then it's not going to be the best machine for that. You're going to be looking at upgrading the Sigma to something different. But this is not one of those videos to talk about those machines. I want to try and keep it limited to this machine as well. I've shown you some coins. Can I do it to bars as well? And well, the answer is yes, you can. You can place bars on here and you can go through your bars and just check them for its 4/9 fine, 3/9 fine. And if you're unsure as well, if it's 4/9 fine, 3/9 fine, it will usually tell you. So on here, you've got 4/9 fine, and you can place it on there and just make sure that it covers the black circle. If it is too small, you're going to have to use a wand, which I'll come on to. But you can literally just go through all your silver coins and just make sure it goes in the bracket. And that's a really good way to test your 1 ounce silver coins and bars. And if you're purchasing from marketplaces or if you're trading coins, you can really just test it with a really useful machine. The Sigma Metallics machine is a really good option if you're looking to do that. Now, moving on to the accessories, I'm just going to turn this off very quickly and just move that to the side. Within the box, you'll of course get the Sigma Metallics machine there. You'll get 3 sets of wands that you can see here. You've got a bigger yellow one here for bullion. You've got a large one here as well. And you've got a very small one, which is going to be here as well. So you can use this just by plugging in, using the little headphone jack. You can just use that to plug into the adapter here. It plugs in, and when you plug it in and you turn it on, it will recognize that the wand is in use. So if you was to turn it on now, you can see that it will start up. It will say Precious Metals Verifier, remove sample, and you've got the wand there that's lit up, and you can use this to test your things as well. So The machine also comes with a calibration. It also comes with the relevant charging ports and things as well. So you've got a American plug here and an adapter if you're in the UK, and this charges using a lithium ion battery, and you plug it into the side there. Now, when you plug it in, it's not going to sit in flush completely. That's fine. Just push it until there's resistance, leave it in, and that will charge. So don't worry so much about pushing it in. You might ruin the inside if you really try and force it in. That will charge. So don't worry about that if you get this machine. Now, placing that out, one thing I did want to say as well that I just slightly missed out on, let me just remove some of these ones out the way, and this calibration, is if you have, let's say, for example, I've got a large Morgan dollar collection. You can use this for Morgan dollars as well. So if I was to place this up to the camera just to avoid the light, I can just go down towards, I can go to silver, I can go across, go on, probably, let's go pre-1900, and I'll use some of my old Morgan dollars. So I've got some Morgan dollars here as well, and it's the exact same. You can literally just go through, place the sample on there, and you can just see that it's going to be inside the brackets, making sure that it's all silver, it's all up together, and you can check the dates and things as well. So this is a really good machine for your low level bullion coins. So when I mean low level, I mean the smaller pieces, making sure that they're all legit, all real. Just adding on to some of the things that does come in the box as well. You've of course got a carry case that it goes into here. Now it's going to be a bit of a softer fabric case that goes into here, but it's a carry one that you can use to store your Sigma original machine. If you are like me and you really need the instructions to work out how to use it, which I'm sure many of us do, we just turn it off here. You've got here a simple process to the back on how it works. You've got the basic operation, turning it on, running the calibration button, pushing the sensor, selecting the metal using the arrow keys, and it also tells you the display information there as well. Not only that, you can also use the booklet, which is very handy. It's a very easy guide to show you how it works. So all you really need to do is just open it up, and you've got some information on here. You can go through it. So it tells you all about the machine, the instructions on how to use it, and also what type of alloy explanations are in there, including gold and silver. And this is a really good precious metals machine. You've not only got gold and silver, you've of course got platinum, palladium, rhodium, copper, and the calibrator as well. And the calibrator is really useful because if it's properly calibrated, it will provide you much more accurate results. So it just goes more into depth about some of the sensor selections and some other information. I won't read it all out to you because I don't want to bore you, but it's a very useful tool for your precious metals. And starting in the UK, this is not a cheap machine to purchase. I think it's about £1,050 currently in the UK market. And this is something that you will invest in if you are purchasing precious metals, especially if you're looking at purchasing on the secondary market, or if you're looking at trading, then you're going to need a precious metals verifier. And this is going to be what I would suggest as being a sweet spot for many stackers. It's not too expensive, but it's not cheap as well. £1,000 on a machine to test precious metals is not going to be for everyone. And if you're purchasing from, let's say, dealers who already test their gold and silver, you may not need it. But if you are looking at trading, if you're looking at becoming a bit more of a serious stacker or collector of gold and silver, and you're looking at having another tool that you can use to test your gold and silver, then this is something that is really important and you really need to get. I remember going into my local coin shop probably a couple of years ago now. I did make a mention of it, and someone had some gold coins that they'd inherited, or no, they didn't inherit actually. They purchased over a period of time and found out that all the ones that they purchased from eBay were fake. And if you are not going to be checking your precious metals, if you're just going to be purchasing them and storing them, you're not necessarily going to check them. This is a really important machine to have. £1,000 machine can save you probably thousands of pounds in the future. It's just a tool that you can use. But if you do want to purchase this, this is going to be from Trusti Metrix. I'll leave a link in the description as well. Full transparency, if you use my coupon, my referral code, then I do get an incentive from that. But you don't have to use that if you don't want to. But if you do want to use my referral code, I'll include that. But it's going to be from Trusti Metrix within the UK if you're purchasing this machine, and they are the UK distributor for the Sigma Metallics machine. So I hope that was a simple rundown. I hope that was an easy rundown of what you can do with this machine. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope this was kept simple. I try to keep it as simple as I can. But would I recommend this machine? Absolutely. It's definitely a commitment that you do when it comes to it. But I think if you're serious about precious metals and you want another tool to test it for whatever reason, if you're purchasing them, then this is really going to be the best machine that you can use, in my opinion anyway. But thank you all so much for listening. I hope it helped. If you stayed until the end, please leave a like on the video. So thank you. Bye for now.